Good morning, Earthlings. Aaron here, aka AJ, aka Papa. It is January 1st, 2020, and I am back with another vlog to feast your eyes and ears indubitably upon my sweet, sweet, lovely creatures of Earth. I just can't believe it. It is New Year's Day. It is 2020. What in the world? I am so excited for this year, and I am entering into it with such a pumped, excited, energetic feel today. Like I am just on fire and ready to get it. How are you today? How has your New Year's Day begun? Has it started off lovely? Did you enjoy yourself last night? Did you tie one on? Are you feeling a little rough? Not this fella. We had a pretty good New Year's Eve. We stayed in, of course. I had delivered until about 9 o'clock at night, and then our friend Alex came over at 10 and brought us unexpected Christmas presents, which was such a cool thing. I haven't genuinely been surprised like that in a while. He brought Zachary the anthology of Death Note, which was something Zach's been dying for a while, and then bought me this really cool art piece that was basically an elephant made out of mosaic tiles. And anybody who knows me knows I love owls and elephants, and I have a ton of owls, but not a lot of people think to get me elephants. So boy, oh boy, Alex was on point, knew exactly the right things to get for us. It was such a pleasing thing to have our friend there to ring in the new year with us, and to also just know that you were known so well by another human being and thought of in such a kind way. All right, so let's talk about the new format. Every day, what we're going to be doing for the next 100 days is starting our day with a quote. This quote is designed to inspire or motivate in some way, shape, or form and spark conversation, whether it be with another human being or just within yourself. And it will be designed to motivate and inspire you towards being the best version of yourself you can be for the day. So let's get it going. The first quote of the year is from Wayne Dyer. If you believe it'll work out, you will see opportunities. If you believe it won't, you'll see obstacles. All right, so let's knock this out. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a bad mood, everything gets on your nerves? Have you ever been in such a good mood that nothing could touch it? Everything in the world is all fairies and unicorn? That is the power of perspective, my friend. Your mood, more than likely, and most of the time, directly affects how you perceive things. Let me let you in on a little secret. You can choose your mood. Now, there are certain mental health issues or mood disorders that prevent you from controlling your mood to a certain extent, but that's a subject for a different video. To whatever capacity you have the ability to control your mood, just know that your mood has the ability to shape the outcome of your day. If you believe you can, you are correct. If you wholeheartedly believe that you can't, you are correct. Your mood affects your internal dialogue. Your internal dialogue affects your beliefs. Your beliefs shape the way that you perceive things around you. You will find proof in your surroundings of the dialogue that you are having internally. If you believe that life is difficult and hard, you will find proof to support that. If you believe life is worthwhile, joyful, and full of goodness, you will find proof to support those beliefs. I'm not saying bad things don't happen. They do. They happen to all of us from time to time. But what's important to realize is that you are in control of your response to those circumstances. Choose a better internal dialogue. Choose a better reaction to your circumstances. You will see over time that as it becomes second nature to you to respond in a better way, you will find less strife and struggle in your day-to-day living. All right, guys, so I delivered for a little bit this afternoon, which was a bust. I thought for sure that it would be busy, but apparently not so much. But anyway, it gave me time to kind of work on my first kind of zen of the year. So I talked a little bit about perspective and about how your mood affects your outcomes and how it affects your perspective on life. And so that was interesting and fun for me and gave me a good jumping off point for the day. I also took down our Christmas tree, which was a little bit of a bummer, but still pretty cool. I'm super glad that we got to do that this year. And then now I'm just cooking a little lunch, and we're gonna eat a little lunch, and then I have to go work at the bookstore today. So, good time. So this is the elephant that Alex got for me for Christmas. Isn't that cool? It is. Here's my hand so you can see just kind of how big it is. It's nice and big. It's beautiful. And so you can see the Christmas tree is down and the plants have taken back their normal spot. And I replanted this guy right here. My mom got me this owl planter a while ago. This plant here was just kind of chilling out in a generic black pot, so a plastic one. So I repotted that today and gave it a little bit of a different situation. This was just one long string, and I've wrapped it around and dug some of the tendrils down into the soil so that it will grow some new legs, and so to speak. You can see the sky here is doing well. This is another plant that my mom gave me over here. That this is the kind of pot that the other plant was in, and eventually I'm going to repot this guy as well. I just haven't bought the pot for it yet. So anyway, Christmas tree gone, sad. So prior to Alex coming over last night, I did do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of yoga. I've been trying to gear up to like doing this whole 100 days of yoga thing, and it's been going pretty well, although man, I just have no mobility and it's so sad, but I will get there. And so last night I did a little stretching. Today I already noticed that my back feels a little bit better, so I'm happy for that. And it looks like my yoga's probably going to happen in the evenings, which is fine. It's a good way to send me off into sleepy time. And yeah, tonight I'm hoping that I will be able to get some metrics, or like a way for me to gauge my progress. Since I don't have a tripod or anything, it's going to be pretty difficult for me to actually film myself doing yoga, and I'm not a yoga instructor, so I don't feel like that would be beneficial. What I think what would be helpful is for me to just kind of give you guys updates on how it is benefiting me, and how it could potentially benefit you. So I'm going to try to get some metrics tonight, measure some things of how, my lack of flexibility and whatnot, and then that will give you guys some idea of the progress I've made. And I'll check in every 25 days until the 100-day mark. All right, so I am home from work. It was pretty good, pretty busy actually, which was nice, but just working on cooking some dinner. We're just doing some really simple butter noodles with some Parmesan cheese on top. Just doing like an egg noodle with butter and Parmesan. I'm going to put a little peas in mine. Other than that, the only thing I have planned is that Zach and I are going to watch a movie, and then I'm going to do my yoga for the night. I won't be able to probably get some metrics this evening, mostly just because I think that I probably want to do that with Zach's help, and I would like to do that when there's actual light in the living room from the front windows. So we're going to work on that tomorrow, get some sort of scope of how. I'm not really sure, maybe just in the way of some pictures, I don't know yet, but I'm going to think about that. And other than that, I'm just going to edit this and get it up. I'm kind of having a little bit of anxiety about posting my first day of Zen, mostly just because I don't feel qualified. However, at the same time, I don't need to be qualified, I guess. So I just wanted to share some good feels with you guys. A lot of this is mostly just for me. It helps me stay accountable, but also helps me just feel really good and really centered. And if I'm able to help anybody else along the way, then fan-freaking-tastic. But anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you had a great day. I will talk to you first thing tomorrow morning. Okay, love you. Bye.